Hey John, you got the notes for the Minecraft movie script?
Oh yeah, here you go, boss.
Thank you. This is just fan fiction between a human and a villager.
Oh yeah, sorry, that's just my fan fiction.
Whatever. We'll put it in the movie anyway. Greetings, my fancy viewers. Welcome back to the channel. And today, I'm going to be talking about a Minecraft movie. Yeah. Look, I know I'm late to this review. I apologize, but I'm late because I've been really just sitting on this film for a while because I can go two ways with reviewing this movie. I can either be a full-on critic and actually critique this film, or I can go the route of just being like, oh, it's a fun movie for kids, I don't need to be that harsh about it, there's no need to criticize this movie at all. I mean, there's no correct path for me to go here. Either way, whichever way I choose, I'm gonna either have Minecraft fans angry at me for just bashing this film, or I'm gonna have people that are just like waiting for me to fully actually criticize this film and be an actual critic. There's no winning for me here when it comes to reviewing this film. Like, I can't win here. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and go starting off this review with a question. Is the Minecraft movie good or bad? No. And no. Like, I don't know how to answer it because, on one hand, I kind of enjoyed it, but on the other hand, I know deep down this is not a good movie at all. In fact, it's quite terrible. The film is directed by Jared Hess, which you might know from the guy who directed Napoleon Dynamite and Nacho Libre, so his films definitely have a unique tone to his movies, to where most of the time they don't make sense and they're full of like just random scenes that don't go anywhere. So, in a way, his style of filmmaking is definitely shown here because almost every scene in this film adds nothing to the story, adds nothing to the film at all. Like, all these just random scenes are just jumbled up together where it just adds in this glob of just slop. This film is not good with its story, but at the same time it is funny. Like, I'm really trying to just grasp all my thoughts around this film because I just don't know how to feel about it. So let's go ahead and start off with the film's story, if you can call it that, because there's not really a story here. So you have Jack Black, who plays Steve, and he is sent off to the overworld because he went to the mines and found this cube that sent him to the Minecraft world. It's stupid, but there's no other way for them to get Steve to the Minecraft world, so there we go. But the thing is in the film is that the very first 5 minutes is that it is just a 5-minute exposition dump. It tells you about the Minecraft world, the villains, the nether, the flint and steel, all these different things in the Minecraft universe, how dogs become friends with humans, and like how Steve became friends with this one dog, and how Steve had this terrible job, and now that's why he wanted to go back to the mines. And the first 5 minutes are absolutely just in your face, just throwing as many different things at you as possible to get the film going. The film does everything to just throw all these different things at you of all this different information to get the audiences that don't know about Minecraft up to speed. Which, I feel bad for people that don't know about Minecraft because they're going to be entirely lost in the film, even with all the exposition dump that's done in this film. Now look, I've played Minecraft a little bit. I wasn't a huge fan of the game. Like, whenever my friends wanted to play it, I would get online, but Minecraft was not my thing at all. But going into this film, I knew a little bit about the game, and at least something about, you know, the mechanics of the game and how some of the mechanics work, but I was kind of lost throughout most of the film because I didn't recognize most of the things that were in the movie. In fact, one of my friends that I saw the film with, he played Minecraft for quite a bit, and he was still lost. There are so many different things in here that even Minecraft fans from the old days are not going to know. So the story, if you can call it that, is when these kids and this retro gamer and this one other person who's a zookeeper, I think, and a realtor, like, her character is weird, but they get teleported to the Minecraft world, and now they meet Steve, and it turns out that these pig creatures want to steal gold And so they need to stop these pig creatures. So they had to go to the different locations in Minecraft, like a mansion with chicken jockey, which I'll talk about that in a minute. And also a village area, and then a diamond mine shaft, and all these other locations. But the issue is that the way how the story is structured, it's like, go from one scene to the next, to the next, to the next. And like, each scene has no, like, weight to the story at all. Like, for example, they go to this diamond mine shaft to find diamonds for Gary the Garbage Man Garrison, who is this retro gamer played by Jason Momoa. And he goes there to get diamonds, but it kind of has nothing to do with the story. They never go back to talk about the reason why they wanted to go get the diamonds, really. I mean, it says that Gary was poor, but again, it adds nothing really to the story. And also with the story is with the piglings being the villain, like, again, I know nothing about these guys because they were introduced into the game after I played Minecraft. And I guess their main motivation is just getting gold, I think. Like, there's not really a, villain motivation, really. I mean, one of the villains is like, oh, I want there to be no creativity. So what does that have to do with you getting gold? Like, there's not really a villain story here. It's just these piglings wanting to get gold. Like, there's not really a hook to really drive you into the story to make you engage with the villains. And there's not really, a race against the clock thing for our main characters who need to quickly, take down the piglings. Like, they're just like, oh, we need to take down the piglings. Okay. So, I guess we'll just mosey along Minecraft world and kind of just do random things. Like, there's never really a moment where I felt like the tension in the story, which, yes, it is a Minecraft movie, but a lot of kids' movies have phenomenal villains, and these villains are just there to get gold? Like, I feel like I'm missing something here. Like, if you're like a fan of Minecraft and you know more about the piglings, let me know, because I feel like I just completely missed something here. And the story also falls flat because all the characters are just one note, with the exception of Gary the Garbage Man Garrison, because he's actually the funniest part of the movie. He has some pretty funny lines. Thanks to Jason Momoa's charisma in the film, he does a really good job with his performance. It's silly, it's goofy. He knows exactly the kind of movie he's in to entertain the kids, and he does a great job. I do have to admit, he did a really good job in this film. Now, when it comes to all the other characters, they're kind of pointless. Like, Steve is literally there as a tutorial. Like, his character is mainly only focused on just saying words that are about Minecraft. Like, flint and steel, chicken jockey, slime cube, water bucket, ender pearl. Like, he says all these different things in the film that are just like tutorial, pretty much. It's like, oh, that's an ender pearl. That'll teleport you from one place to another. Okay, bye. Like, he adds nothing really to the story. I mean, he doesn't even really have like a driver motivation either. Like, he's trying to help these guys get back home that were teleported to Minecraft, but still, like, his character has like zero motivation or like relevance to the plot, really. Like, you could honestly have taken him out of the story and had maybe just one of the other characters like discover things in the Minecraft world. Like, he's kind of just pointless. It's like if you just turned off the tutorial in a video game, it's like it wouldn't really change anything. Like, he's pointless. I feel like Gary's honestly the only one that adds anything to the movie because all the other characters are just pointless. Like, they don't add anything to the story. In fact, there are so many story beats that are just shoved in there and just add nothing to the story. Like, for example, the sister, she's dealing with the issues of having to deal with her mom passing, which they really shove that in there. They say, oh, their mom is dead like 5 times in the movie. And she's like, oh, I never got to live as a kid. I always had to take care of my brother because my mom died. And that subplot's never really addressed back into the story or adds anything to the character. And also there's a weird story beat between the brother and the sister where the sister's like, oh, you gotta stop being creative. Or, oh, you're always a nuisance. And then that adds, again, nothing to the story. They just kind of have their own separate ways, these two siblings, but they never, like, really reconnect, or like there's never like an apology moment. So again, a random subplot and random scene that adds nothing to the story. And the zookeeper lady, she has like maybe like 10 lines in the movie. I honestly have no idea why she was in the movie at all. And also, this kid has a moment where in the real world he makes a jetpack, and he's like, oh, look how creative I am. And then he gets made fun of because the jetpack doesn't work because of these bullies. And so in the Minecraft world, he's like, oh, I'm in a world where I can create whatever I want. And he probably makes like 3 things at most in the movie. In fact, the more I think about it, there's probably only like 2 or 3 scenes in the movie where there's actually crafting in the Minecraft movie. There's a scene where they make a house, they make a sword, they make some armor at the end, and that's it. You would think in a Minecraft movie, there'd be a lot more crafting maybe. Again, that's why I feel like they didn't go all the way with using this IP. They had just, like, they just had the IP. It's like, okay, we have an IP, what do we do with it? I don't know, let's add in random things in here. Let's just show off the Minecraft world and show off our visual effects. So when you have a Minecraft movie with barely any crafting, are you really using the IP to its full potential? Again, it's why I feel like this film is just half-baked. And now let's get to the point of, yes, this film is for kids. I understand that. Trust me, I can have a good time just watching a stupid movie with my friends and having a laugh and everything. But also, I also have to say that kids deserve better. I mean, some of the best kids films have come out like recently, like Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Phenomenal kids movie. In fact, a lot of other animated kids films are great, and live action kids films are great for kids. And this one just adds nothing. Like, there's nothing here that would make me think that a kid would be really inspired by this, except for, like, you know, them recognizing the IP of Minecraft. Like, sure, it might, you know, convince the kid to be more creative, I guess, because, you know, Minecraft's about creativity, but again, that plot about being creative isn't really the drive of the story either, which kind of baffles my mind, because this game is about creativity and the film's not really about creativity either. Like, I feel like there was a really big missed opportunity there, but I digress. Like, everything about this film just doesn't really have a spark in it. It just kind of seems like half-assed. Like, they have the IP of Minecraft, but they never really do anything with it. Like, everything just seems like really rushed too. Like, one of the kids that gets teleported to Minecraft, he just automatically knows how to craft things. Like, he punches a tree and is like, oh, I can throw this tree block down and automatically, you know, build a house. Like, I just automatically know how to do this. Like, it just seems rushed. Like, everything about the story and the characters just seems like they were just gonna quickly write everything down, like, quickly, so they can just get this movie out in the theaters for kids to enjoy, like, without even thinking about, you know, maybe we should make a engaging story for kids, an engaging film for kids that are gonna, you know, make them be inspired and driven and maybe make movies or make games or be more creative. Like, nothing in this film really has that energy. I mean, be honest, have you heard anybody talk about the good things about this film? Now, you've heard the memes, which again I'll get to in a minute. You've heard the memes of Flint and Steel and Chick and Jackie. You've heard of all that stuff. But really think, have you heard anybody talk about how good the story was, how good the characters were, how memorable the action scenes were, how engaging the film is? Have you heard anybody talk about that? Really think. Because let me tell you, everything that I've seen online from videos and reviews and everything, everyone is talking about how this film is just soulless. Sure, it might be funny, but to be fair, Madam Web is funny. Madam Web is a really funny movie, but it's also really bad. Now, not to say that this film is worse than Madam Web, far from it. Like, there are actually some, like, laugh out loud moments in the film, like I said, that are intentional for the laughs. But at the same time, this film just has nothing going for it. Also, another mixed bag in the film is the visual effects. Some of them are great. Others are quite horrendous, especially when the camera's like really up close and like the green screen is super noticeable. But at least some of the characters look pretty good, like the villagers. I mean, there's no other way to make a villager look decent in live action, so I feel like they did a pretty good job there. All the creatures look pretty good. The piglings look great, but the environments are pretty hit or miss. But there are some good things in here though, like the chemistry between Steve and Gary the Garbage Man Garrison, which I can't believe I remember his full name. That's pretty crazy. Like, their chemistry is so wacky and absurd, and it works perfectly in the film. Like, it really does. Like, their chemistry is the best part of the film. Their dynamic between each other with their jokes and comedic timing is great. Even though I think Steve is just kind of a bland character, which to be fair, he's just kind of a one-note icon character in the game, but I digress. Like, everything about these two is really, really good. So, is the film good or bad? Again, like, I know kids will love it. I know kids will like, seeing all the Minecraft references and the Minecraft characters. So for kids, they're gonna like it. But really think, if you're above the age of 16, like, if you say that this movie's good, like, unironically, like, a really good movie, I like to know why. Like, I'm not trying to sound like a snob here. I hate sounding like a snob. Like, film is for anybody. Anybody can enjoy a film. Hell, I enjoy the first Michael Bay Transformers film. That is one of my guilty pleasures. I love that movie. But to be fair, that's kind of one of my childhood favorite movies as a kid. But if you're like, an adult, or like a older teenager, do you really like this movie? Like, really? Or are you just liking it for the memes? And some other things that are just pointless in the film is that there is a romance scene between a villager and a human. Which, yes, that is funny. But does it add anything to the film? No. In fact, there are moments like right after like a big action sequence, they'll just cut to the romance scene between the villager and the human. And it's so poorly spliced together where it just makes the pacing of the film just grind to a halt. And it made me seem like they needed like a couple more scenes to like expand the runtime to get this to theaters. So they're like, oh, just add in a random romance scene into the film. Like, yeah, it's funny. It's goofy. But also, does it really add anything to the movie besides a couple funny scenes? Does it add anything to the story? To the relevance of the film in general? Like, does it add anything at all? No, not really. I mean, sure. It'll probably be the main thing people talk about with this film because it's so funny, but at the same time, like, why? Like, that's the main thing I can ask about this film, like, why? Why anything in this movie? Now, let's talk about the chicken jockey in the room, like, the memes. I feel like this film is just driving on the memes. It's riding that high of everyone, cheering in the theater and throwing popcorn in the theater and everything. Like, I really don't think this film has anything going for it. And honestly, if the memes weren't, present, on TikTok or Twitter or Instagram or anything, I feel like this film would have been forgotten, like, in a day. Like, I feel like all these memes of Chicken Jockey, End of Pearl, Flint and Steel, I Am Steve, all these memes are what's increasing the enjoyment of this film. Similar to films that I saw like a couple years ago, like Madam Web. Like, the memes around that film, like, were increasing, the entertainment value of the movie. People were talking about it because of the memes. People are only talking about this film because of the memes. I see no one crowning this film as a achievement for kids films or an achievement for storytelling or anything. Which not every film needs to have a giant, phenomenal story, but give me something, like, please. This film has nothing in it. Now, let's talk about one thing that is actually pissing me off about the movie, and that is people not having good theater etiquette. Now, this is where I'm gonna get snobby. When I'm in the theater, I don't want to see you put out your phone. I don't want to hear you talk during the movie. You can laugh if you want, if there's a funny moment, but I don't want to know you're in the theater. I don't want you chewing loudly on your popcorn. I don't want any of that. Now, when I see all these videos of people flinging popcorn everywhere, screaming in the theater, bringing an actual goddamn chicken into the theater for this film, no. That shit pisses me off. That makes me hate this film even more because I feel like it's driving this theater etiquette that you can be just a complete buffoon during the movie without any consequences. Like, the theater is the place to go for magic. Like Nicole Kidman said, it is the place to go to relax, watch a good movie, have a great time, and just be in the moment watching the movie. So seeing these people just throw all this shit in the theater, and these poor theater employees that have to clean it up. Like, no, this needs to stop. And what's pissing me off even more is that the director is like, I don't understand what the issue is here. Like, I love seeing these videos of people throw popcorn all over the theater and climbing all over the seats and screaming and everything. Like, are you serious? Really? Jared Hess, really? You're, saying that this is a good thing to do? Like, really? That shit just pisses me off. It makes me hate the movie even more. I'm not blaming the movie itself. I'm blaming these stupid TikTok trends and internet trends. I'm maybe just a bitter old man now. Like, I'm freaking 26. Like, I'm an old man now, alright? And I don't want to see this crap in the theater. So, do better, people. Please. Stop throwing popcorn. You can have fun in the theater, obviously. If you're with your buddies and you want to have a good laugh, laugh during the movie. It's a funny movie. But don't be an absolute jerk to moviegoers and to theater employees. Be respectful in the theater. So look, I understand that this film is driven towards kids. I understand that, and for Minecraft fans, which I didn't really grow up enjoying. Like, I played some of it, like I said, as a kid, but it wasn't really my thing. I think kids are gonna like this. Some adults or young adults might like this. But me personally, can I say that this is a good movie? No. But is it a bad movie? No. Like, I can understand why people like it. Like, I'm not trying to be a snob here. Like I can understand why a lot of people are liking this. Even in my opinion, it's mostly because of the memes. Now, will a Minecraft movie be remembered in, 10 years from now? No. There are plenty of other kids' films that have come out 10 years ago that people still talk about today. So this one, I feel like, give it time, this won't be remembered. I think that this is just a film that is mainly just being driven because of memes. Give it, honestly, in my opinion, 6 months, and this film would just be completely forgotten into the nether. I don't think this film is bad, but I don't think it's good either. Which is why I'm gonna bestow upon a Minecraft movie the bronze helmet. See what I did there? I did a helmet instead of a top hat like I usually do. But anyway, to all my fancy viewers out there, thank you so much for watching. I know this was kind of like a rambling review. I apologize for that, but I have no other idea how I would talk about a Minecraft movie per se. But I had fun making this video though. So, did you see Minecraft? Did you like it? Let me know in the comments down below. But come on, there are better movies than this. You have to know deep down inside your soul that there are better movies than this. But I digress. I hope you have a fantastic night, and as always, stay fancy.